Okay, so we're starting seated. You could be on a prop like your bolster, or I use, a couple rolled up really thick towels. You could be also in a chair for the beginning here. That would work just fine. We're gonna get grounded here first, and we'll just start off nice and calm. I'm gonna have you, wherever you are, just sit tall. You can close your eyes if you'd like to. And I just want you to feel what you're sitting on. So you're nice and supported. Feel that secure connection between yourself and your seat. If you're in a chair, feel that grounding of the floor underneath your feet as well. And let's sit nice and tall, so we're lifting the crown of the head high. We're going to draw the shoulders back and set them down. And we'll just start shifting our awareness to our breath here. So I want you to breathe naturally in and out. And see if you can start to lengthen your breaths. Imagine bringing that breath all the way into your belly, and then forcefully exhale, release that used up breath. And see if you can start shifting your breath to your nose, in and out through the nose now. And imagine that breath in, just like positive, warm energy coming into your body. When you exhale, see if you can just consciously let go of tension or thoughts that might be passing through your mind. And if your eyes are closed, let's blink them open here. Inhale, draw shoulders up towards ears. Exhale, set them down, draw them down. Do that again. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Let's turn palms to face up. Inhale, reach hands overhead. Exhale, let's bring them to prayer. Press them together right in front of your heart. Inhale, reach up, release hands. Exhale, we'll turn to the right. Bring left hand across, right hand behind. And we're gonna hold it right here for a couple breaths. Try to rotate your heart through. Draw your right shoulder around. Deep breath in and let it out. Let's come back through center. We'll inhale, reach hands overhead. Exhale, turning to left now, right hand across, the left hand behind. And use that connection between your hand and your knee as some leverage to draw yourself into this twist. Come back to your breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, let's come back to center. We'll move through this now. Exhale out to the right. Inhale, float back through center, big reach up. Exhale out to the left. And I want you to see if you can reach your arms really long. Extend them. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn right. Inhale, long reach up through center. Exhale, back to left. We'll inhale, come back to that center line. Extend your arms, straighten them here. Exhale, press palms together at the heart. Deep breath in. And let it out. Inhale, we'll release hands up up high again. Exhale, right hand comes to floor or the bottom of your chair, and we'll lean over to the right. And we're really reaching through this top arm. Imagine like you're trying to get your fingertips over towards that wall out to your right, and draw your left shoulder back so we're looking underneath that reaching arm. One more breath in, and let it out. Inhale, let's float back up to center. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arms. Think about drawing the elbows back, drawing your shoulders back. Reach your heart and your chin forward. We'll hold a couple breaths here. Deep breath in. Let it out. One more deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, reach the hands high and long. Exhale, left hand down to chair or floor. Right hand is reaching long over the head now. And we'll turn to look underneath that arm. So we're rotating towards the ceiling or sky. Draw the right shoulder back and turn on that reaching arm. Deep breath in. And let it out. Inhale, come back up through center, palms forward. Exhale, come back into those cactus arms, elbows drawing back. Deep breath in. And let it out. So just the opposite. We're inhaling, reaching the hands forward, and allow your spine to curve here. We're bringing the chin down to the chest, and we're imagining just creating space between the shoulder blades. We're finding length along the back of the neck, and really reach forward actively through your hands here. Deep breath in, and let it out. Inhale, release fingers, let's reach up tall again, and we're coming into this Y shape. Think about lifting your chin, lifting your heart, draw the shoulders back. We'll just hold here for one more breath. Breathe in. And let it out. Let's float the arms back down to sides. Good. Inhale, draw shoulders up towards ears. Exhale, set them down. And think about reaching down through your palms. Let's really reach through that left side. And now kind of relax the right. Tilt your head over towards right shoulder, right ear towards right shoulder. We'll just feel that opening up along the left side of the neck. And I want you to breathe into this. Inhale. Exhale, imagine letting go of tension. One more breath here in. And let it out. We're going to bring the head back up to center. Bring your left arm across now. Right hand underneath. Gently pull your arm across. We'll start to feel that stretch through the left shoulder. Turn your gaze to look over your left shoulder, holding here. Deep breath in. Let it out. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Let's turn palms up. We'll open the arms wide, thumbs pointing back. Pause here for a moment and think about reaching your thumbs back behind you. We're opening up the chest and the front of the shoulders here. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, reach hands up overhead. Exhale, float them down to sides. Think about reaching down through both hands, drawing the shoulders down and back. Let's relax that left side. Reach through the right hand now. We're going to tilt the head over to the left. So we're just holding here. Feel that lengthening through through the right side of your neck. Staying with the breath. Let's inhale, reach back up through center. Exhale, open the arms. Bring right arm across, left underneath. We'll gently pull here. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Staying with your breath and still sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, let's open up the arms here one more time. Exhale, float them down. Draw the shoulders down and back. All right, from here we're gonna stand. So I'll have you just remove, if you've got props, set them off to the side. And make sure that whatever surface you are standing on is not slippery, okay? You can be on a yoga mat. If you're on a yoga mat, I'd want you barefoot. If you're on carpet, you might want to have sneakers on, okay? We don't want to be sliding. You could also be barefoot though. Let's take the feet right under the hips, small space between them. Find a gentle bend in the knees, so we're just in this very neutral stance. And we'll bring arms to sides with palms facing forward. Let's ground into the feet here. I want you to actually go ahead and lift your toes away from the floor. Okay, feel the weight in your heels and also the pads of your feet. And now just lightly set the toes down. Try to keep them relaxed. Inhale, let's scoop arms up overhead. Find a gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward. We're reaching down actively here. Find length through the back of your legs, length through your spine and lower back. Not forcing. Finding your stretch, guys. You don't have to reach the floor. You could have hands on shins or even up higher. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, lift halfway, find length through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up. We'll scoop hands overhead, find that gentle back bend. And exhale, release, hands to sides. Let's bring the feet together, so toes are touching now. We'll inhale, sink the hips, chair pose. You could have arms reaching up, forward, or hands to opposite shoulders. And think about sending your glutes back, keeping your knees behind your toes. So if you want to look down for just a moment and check that, go ahead and take a peek. If you do find yourself out here, I recommend just trying to draw back. You might need to come up a little higher out of that bend. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale, lengthen and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, reach down. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up. Let's find that gentle back bend. And release, hands to sides. So we'll be stepping back into a warrior one. Allow for your feet to be about hip distance apart. Okay, when we step back, you'll have that space as well. We're keeping the left foot at the top of the mat. Long step back through that right foot, and we're bending into the left knee. Right leg is long and strong, right foot turned out about 45 degrees. Square your hips back forward. Hips are side by side, facing towards the front of the mat. We'll reach here through the arms. So settle in. I want you to come back to that strong grounding in both feet, trying to relax the toes, feeling even weight, even in this position, even weight between your feet. Deep breath in and let it out. Let's bring hands together behind the back. You could also go hands to lower back if that feels like too much. We'll roll the shoulders back here, open up the chest, and now start hinging forward, keeping legs in that warrior one. And think about bringing your ear towards the inside of your knee. And if that feels like too much, I'd have you take hands right onto your thigh and just kind of come forward. Okay, this is a good place, nice variation to be as well. If your chest is open, go ahead and reach hands up towards the ceiling. And if it's not, you're just going to keep those hands closer to your back. Wherever you are, neutralize the neck, no straining right there. We'll take one more breath here, deep breath in, and let it out. Release your hands, let them reach towards the floor. Start bringing them forward. Let them guide you back up into that warrior one. Stay with me on this. We'll turn up onto back toes just for a moment. Start floating your hands down, bring them onto your left thigh. We'll lower right knee down to the floor. Okay, so we're kneeling here. Back toes will untuck. Let's lean back for just a moment and then come forward. Okay, think about pressing your hip points forward. You could stay right here. If you feel good and balanced, I'll have you bring hands overhead and find that gentle back bend. And this is a balanced posture, so don't feel too frustrated if you're kind of wobbling around a little bit. Let's take one more breath here, deep breath in, and let it out. We'll bring hands down. We're actually staying on the mat for a moment. I'll have you take hands inside of your left foot. You can guide your left foot back around. We're coming onto hands and knees here. So starting in table, hands are aligned under shoulders and our knees are aligned under the hips. Let's inhale, press the belly down, look forward. Exhale, press chin to chest, lift your spine. Inhale, gaze forward, draw the shoulders back, reach through the heart. Exhale, press into hands, chin to chest, lift the spine. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in, look forward. And exhale here, chin to chest. Let's hold cat. We're going to stay right here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. From here, tuck toes under. So our toes are tucked, and start sitting back towards the heels. Once you kind of reach your stopping place, I want you to start walking the hands back closer to knees. Getting a little stretch here along the underneath of our feet. And then start pressing yourself back. You'll be in this low squat for just a moment and start making your way up to standing. You'll press through your feet, come back up to stand, so you're closer to the back of your mat now. Take a deep breath in, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, reach down, hold it here. Bring a small bend into your knees, just a more relaxed fold. Let's take hands to opposite elbows. Let your head hang between arms. Come to a gentle sway, ragdoll, rocking side to side. Stay with your breath here. Come back to center. We'll release the elbows, reaching down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to stand. Find that gentle back bend. And release hands to sides. So we're going to move forward on the mat now. And our feet are still shoulder width apart. We're stepping the right foot forward. This will bring us into warrior one on our other side. So that right foot takes a step forward. We're gonna turn the left foot out now. It's got that 45-degree turn out. We're bending into the right knee, long and strong through that back leg. Push your pinky right down onto the mat. Turn those hips back forward, and let's get long here through the spine, long through the arms. Draw your belly in because you can. That's part of our foundation. And let's come back to that breath. And we'll take our humble warrior here as well. So reminders, we're bringing hands together behind the hips or just placing hands to lower back. We'll roll the shoulders back to create length through the spine and then hinge forward. We're keeping the legs just as they were. Try to hold on to that warrior one integrity. Hands could be close to the back or they could be reaching up away from the back. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Notice your toes for a moment. See if you can relax them. Ground into the other areas of your feet. Deep breath in. And let it out. We'll release the hands. Let them reach towards the floor and then guide you up to stand. Warrior one for just a moment. We'll come up onto left toes only for a second here. Bring hands down to your right knee. Carefully, carefully make your way onto the floor. Left knee comes down and left toes untuck. We'll sit back out of this for a moment and then let the hips press forward so we feel that nice opening right here. And you can always add a gentle back bend if you'd like to. And if you're new to this, don't be afraid to give yourself a little more support with that balance here. Okay, the thing I want you concentrating really the most is feeling that lengthening through the front of your left hip. And then, of course, like I've said a couple times, just keep breathing. All right, so we'll bring hands down, bring them down to the floor. You can help to guide your right foot back if you need to. We're gonna come back onto our hands and knees. We're at that table again. And get grounded into your hands. You're gonna spread your fingertips wide. Try to shift some weight away from your wrist creases. Let's inhale, press the belly down. Take the gaze forward. Exhale, chin to chest, lift the spine, separating the shoulder blades here. And let's come to neutral. So neutral table, we have hands right under the shoulders. We have an active core, so that belly is drawing in to lengthen the spine. We're gonna do some bird dog here. So we'll reach the right leg back. Right leg is reaching back, toes pointing down. Engage that leg on purpose, okay? So it's not kind of just hanging out floppy. Turn it on like you're trying to reach your heel towards the wall behind you. And let's reach the opposite arm forward. So left arm, right leg. Deep breath in. And out. One more time here, inhale. Exhale, and we'll set it down. Let's realign knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. We're gonna take that other side, reach left leg back. We're just trying to go parallel to the floor. It doesn't need to be high. Remember, we're reaching with intention here. Engage your thigh muscles, turn it on, long leg. And now if you're feeling good, let's reach that opposite arm, right arm forward. Right arm, left leg, deep breath in. And let it out. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, let's set it down. We'll take a child's pose for just a couple of breaths. I'm gonna have you walk your knees out wide, Bring your toes together, but toes are untucked. And then start reaching your hips back towards your heels. And you could stay high in this, kind of up here. You could come down somewhere in the middle, bending elbows, bring hands to head to wrists, or extend your arms forward, let the head come down to the floor or to a prop. Let's look towards hands. Start walking the hands back. And I'm gonna have you come around to take a seat. So give yourself room on your mat here. You'll probably need to scooch forward a little bit. And we're extending both legs, okay? So legs are reaching long. Remove the flesh from underneath your sit bones, okay? And we'll sit tall, so we're zipping up through that center line, strong core. And point your toes back. It's okay if your legs aren't completely straight. Let's inhale, reach up high. This is our last fold today. Exhale, fold forward. Let your hands just land where they do. And then bring your chin down. I want you to think about reaching the crown of your head towards your toes. It's probably not going to get there, and don't worry about that. I want you to just imagine the idea of melting here, melting into this posture. So inhale, think about just, again, warm, positive energy coming in. Exhale, just consciously letting go of any tension that you might have control over. Stay with your breath. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Let's carefully start rolling up. We'll sit tall, then turn palms up, scoop hands overhead, big reach up, and let the hands come back down. So I'm going to have you bend your knees. Let's bring feet flat onto the floor. And we'll be rounding back, so we'll reach through the arms, allow that curving in your spine, so thinking about rolling back one bone at a time. Nice, slow, controlled, resist gravity for a moment. Once your head and shoulders are down, take a full body stretch, lengthening through the legs, lengthening through the arms. Deep breath in. And let it out. Let's bend the knees here, bringing feet back to the floor. And try to walk your heels close towards you. We're taking a reclined pigeon. We'll bring the left foot away from the floor, cross left ankle over right knee, okay? And this just starts to open up the hip. It also stretches the glute and piriformis. I want you to point your left toes back towards your shin. You can stay right here. This is a great stretch. You can also bring feet away from the floor, reaching hands behind the right thigh, and then gently just pulling your legs in towards you. And keep trying to rotate that left knee out. You want to point it out to the left. Take one more breath here, and we'll carefully release. Take hands just below the left knee, gently pull your knee in towards you just for a moment, and then we'll set it back down. So just going to the other side, left foot is on the floor. Let's cross right ankle over the left knee, and just stay here for a second. We're rotating that left knee out. We're pointing our right toes back towards our right shin. This is a great place to be. If you feel like you want to take it deeper, you're going to reach hands behind the left thigh and just gently pull your legs in towards you. Keep rotating that right knee out to the side. Deep breath in. Let it out. Let's bring the left foot back down. Hands come onto the right knee. Just gently pull your right leg in towards you for a moment. And then bring your foot back to the floor. I'm going to have you still with feet about hip distance apart. Let's just open the arms out wide here. And we're just going to take the legs slowly from side to side, kind of like they were windshield wipers. I want you to roll them right, then roll them over to the left. And just do that a couple times on each side. When we're real close, we're going to take our final relaxation in just a few moments here. So finish out your wipers. We'll come back to center. I want to give those knees one more hug. Let's bring the knees in towards the chest. Give them a gentle hug. You could take a rock from side to side if that feels good to you. Keep breathing through this. And let's bring feet back down to the floor. So this final rest should be a place that's comfortable for you. It could be a traditional Savasana where legs are extended and hands are resting out at the sides, long arms, palms facing up. Your goal is to be comfortable and relaxed. So if that's not your place, you can try something else. I see a lot of people really comfortable here as well with knees bent, hands on the belly. Okay, so find a comfortable place. We'll spend about a minute, just 1 minute, quiet time. Let your body be at peace. Let your mind be at peace. And start to bring some awareness back into your body. Maybe making small movements with fingers and toes. And bring awareness back to your breath. Full breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Let's bend the knees, bringing feet onto the floor. And reach long, bring hands overhead. Stretch your arms back towards the wall behind you. Carefully roll on to one side from here just for a moment. And as you're ready, I'm gonna have you make your way to a comfortable seat, and that could be on your floor, on your chair, or maybe on your bolster or your prop. We'll end right where we started. So sitting up tall, lift your head up high, set the shoulders down and back. Let's just turn palms up, resting wrists on knees. Let's take a deep breath in the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. We'll do that one more time together. Deep breath in. And let it out. Light and love in me recognizes the light and love in each of you. Thank you for sharing today's practice. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.